One more time back here at Firebird for the Scratch Division title match of today's JBT event. We got two bowlers left. It's Colt Jensen that has been at or near the lead most of the day. He's taking on Sam Strange. It's mulligan format. Colt had two going into the game. He used one of them. So he's got one do-over left to use whenever he wants to use it. So to Sam here, and he started off with an early 2-pin lead, which he can double up and make 12 if he can strike here in the third. Should be a good one. Sam's still looking for that elusive first career title, while Colt's got 4 wins, but only one of them in the Scratch Division. So two bowlers hungry for wins. Who can execute on a pretty tricky pattern today? Well, he executed the shot well, but the pins did not react. It's out of nowhere, a 5-7. Playing that deep inside line sometimes. You don't work out the pins like you do when you're playing a different game. You gotta think about this one. He's gonna shoot it. He does have one left, right? Just making sure I'm not mis-narrating her. He does have a mulligan. He chooses not to use it. I kind of agree with that. Makeable split too, and that's close. Now, man, just too much of that 5-pin. That looked good. So he only trails by 10 as a result of that. You get maximum use of the do-over, of course, if you shoot it on a double. However, when you're down to match play and only one game left in the tournament, situationally, you might not be able to stick around and wait for that double. So, I like his decision not to use it there. Having said that, if they both strike out from here, Colt wins no matter what Sam's does. So, nice rebounds. Did he win that last night too? The slam dunk contest is finishing up on the TVs. If Colt doesn't have a career in bowling, he could just only do slam dunk contests. He's what's he about, 6'7", 110? Something like that.
Hard to buy pants.
What's that?
Hard to buy pants.
Yeah, I imagine they last about a week and a half. I sympathize with that. Colt with many hobbies. Last year, he had a holiday job working like a Christmas thing on stilts, which seems redundant when you're already 6'7". Why the hell you need a pair of stilts after that too? Yeah, they made him 8'7". He pulled a Kyle Troop and picked out all that hair he's got up there, and probably a top 7 right there. That's it is. Meanwhile, we start every tournament with make your spares. We start with 4 in a row. He converts this eminently convertible 4-pin, which he does without any trouble. Big thanks to Eric and the whole team at Firebird for having us. Always love our visits down here to Salem. However, it's only for today as we pack up everything and head north to Longview and do this at Triangle Bowl tomorrow. The Washington family's really happy because they get halfway home. Irritated the heck out of the Oregon families. I'm sorry, we couldn't find a center in Oregon to do it tomorrow. February is so hard to book tournaments in. There's so much going on. Get around kids, high school, city, Pepsi, South Sound's got good stuff going. Great problem to have. But man, scheduling's a beat. Spare working in the 5th. By 9, and does get that light edge tickle over for his first strike. Looks like Sam's been thinking about a ball change all this time and does get a new rock out of the bag. Can tie up the game if that new rock strikes. In single game title matches, you only get 5 strike balls on each lane. So it's making rapid, educated guesses and then educating on that guess. So much match play competition. And it is a difficult skill to learn. I mean, you really know never do learn. There's always something changing and evolving. Yes, here. Tie it up. Not bad. It looks like he wanted to try and shape it a little bit more with that ball with the purple ball. It's really dark in the settings. I don't know specifically what he's throwing. Sorry, with the purple ball, he was doing just almost a pure fallback. That one, he looked like he was trying to get around a little bit more. Still could work. 2 feet earlier than he'd have preferred. Of course, now you want to take all the hook out of the ball. These kids even do backup balls at the 610 these days to avoid the chop. No trouble at all. Still just a 9-pin match through 5 frames. Half a game to determine our winner. Tomorrow, of course, a different pattern, different format. Today was normal, 46 feet, about 5-to-1 ratio. Didn't score as high as the paper says, which is why that paper is but a mere suggestion. It still amazes me. Play up my old man card. The first thing kids and families do when they walk in, they ignore me, they ignore everything else. They just go right, look at the pattern sheet. There are some things that are important on a pattern sheet, but they are not the gospel of how the tournament will play out. Look at the volume, look at the ratio and the length. Everything else is dependent on a whole bunch of other factors that have nothing to do with that piece of paper. So he sticks with the fallback there on lane 5 and does get the carry. Colt's chance to double his lead here if he can double up on the scoreboard in the 6th. Similar lines, pretty much on top of each other. That ball was wavering the whole way. You can see it just kind of ran out of energy by the time it got to the pins. 6 lays in the channel, doesn't tap out the 10. He wants that ball to face up and go stronger through that little section of the rack there. Pop out that 10. Both very good spare shooters. He's going to take all the hook out of this ball. Well done. Dedicated bowlers don't happen without dedicated parents. Mom has been watching this kid do this for literally 10 years. Just about at this point. Well, Mama Strange has got double trouble. He's got to deal with Eddie too, on top of everything else. And let me tell you, that can be a chore.
Yes, sir.
Ball returns were taller than he was.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Remember that picture in Vegas where it's on their lap? Yeah, holding some sign up there. Well, and there's a huge break because that was a complete miss to the left. Somehow holds on and gets the runaway Brooklyn. He'll take it all day. That's nice. It happens. Very rare that you're going to pure 10 shots on a hard pattern. That is fantastic when you can throw an Ux up there on your not missed shot. Let's see what kind of response Sammy has here. He's got a strike working himself and he can tie up this game. Both bowlers still with a do-over left in the bag. Last time we did mulligans and shot the turn, and then that got way interesting at the end of the tournament. Vance Younger doing crazy stuff. Look at that. Let's see what the back half of this game has in store. Let's see what this shot has in store. Remember, he did the ball change and circled it a little last time. Sticking with that ball, even more shape. Oh, man. Good shot. I really like his moves. He's caught in jail a little bit here where if he does the fallback. Flat 10s. still in the flat 10 zone here. This way, now what do you do? You only have to have one more frame in this shot, on this lane rather. And he grazes that 10 pin. However, he's been perfect on this lane, and that's great news for him because he gets to finish on the left-hand lane as well. Nice running down match. We've had some good middle to low scoring matches for our title matches lately on tour. It doesn't always have to be 240, 230 to be exciting. A 182 tie for the title at Laughlin. Great one. Wow. Wow, well, flat 10 is one thing, but he's now 5 and 5-7 as well. But I think he feels like if he does much else besides that, it's just going to crash through the middle. Is 9 spare the rest of the way going to be enough? Wow. Still only a 10-pin game, though. The only open from either bowler was that 5-7 back in the third. It's tough as a bowler when you know you're close, you know you're hitting the pocket. You're just like, geez, can you just fall down these stupid pins? It's such a fascinating sport at this level. You don't know it unless you know it. If you're a bowler, you like stuff like this, can chance to get the double here to open up the 20-pin ring. Yes, he can. Boy, did he cure that ball. If you're newer to bowling, go back to the shot he had on lane 6 2 frames ago, why that half 10 was there, and why that ball struck. Totally different the way that ball faced up and went through the pins. That's the double he needed. He's got the mulligan in his pocket. Now he's in fantastic shape. It's still more to do. First at plus 240. A lot of damage in the semi-final round. It was only plus 23 after 5. Too bad. Wow. For a kid with only one scratch title, those shots in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Well, the 7th was lousy. Those shots, that's right. In the 8th and 9th were brilliant. Dead perfect. Takes full advantage of that. And is in prime position now. Now Sam's got to get the strikes going. He can strike out for 207. Of course, come to mark, he'll have 2 chances to do it. So mandatory X's here. He'll mulligan it and whatever doesn't strike. And then tried to get deeper and tighter with that ball. He's well aware of the scenario. That's a must mulligan. Fun little variation. We don't do it very often with a land. Watch this film. I'm sure there's plenty of times you said, "Oh, if I only get that shot over." Well, this once you do. He's got all the information that he could possibly want about how to get zeroed in here on this stubborn lane 6. If he stays that little pitch deeper that he just went on that shot and does give it the room, that might be the Tetris combination to put it together here. That's exactly what he does. And that stinking, stubborn, stupid 10-pin stands up again. You guys know your bowling history. Back in like the 1700s, there only was 9 pins in the rack. And we know why they added the 10th pin. Ready for real? It's a real fun. Because people were gambling too much on 9 And now watch this. Smart guy having the two pin into the deck. And we've been fighting it ever since. I'm not Well, these are two very high-level games of roll here. Very little difference between the two of them, but it's going to end up with a second scratch title for Colt. Try it again tomorrow. He's been oh so close. Come to second place. These are hard tournaments to win. These are hard tournaments to win. Got it. That'll take it all the way.
We're working on it.
Wow. I mean, look at this game. He's been right there. We got a 5-10, 5-7. I'm glad he didn't leave that. That pattern started well, it clearly has carried down once you're deep enough, all 60 feet. Didn't score as well as he deserved there. That was better than a 172. That's what the bowling pins say. And Colt gets himself a victory lap. He gets to keep his mulligan. No, he does not get to use the mulligan tomorrow. That means you get to keep your mulligans for the weekend that you earned the day before. Yes, sir. From plus 23 after game 5, he went 289, and that was well, it was a front 9 without any mulligans. Then things got wacky, and it ended up being a 289 win, a 222 loss, and then a 246 win. So he shot 751 or so in the semifinals to consolidate that lead. And sometimes hard to win from the 1 seed. Everybody knows that about step ladders, the give and take of being that 1 seed, but he came out with a clean 220, which is plenty. This overall career title for the skinny one. And it's been a while since that scratch win. I don't know where it was off the top of my head. But Toby does. Oh, so this is for scratch singles.
This is for
then.
scratch
Yeah,
singles.
yeah, all
He
right,
won with
that's
Kenji.
right. Hello, Kenji. Yes, there you go. Two nice kids. There's a happy Texan. Do you have anything at all you want to quickly say to this team at American Airlines? Be nice. You know what? Horrible idea. Never mind. Horrible idea. Great stuff out of Colt there. We'll see you again tomorrow. Do it all.